Who, and I don't know where I'm going, but that's okay. This is still Terrence Lamont with We Are Valuable Media. And man, what a last couple of weeks I have had since I went live. I have been just full of all the goodest stuff that you can be full of. I have been happy and sad and excited. Really been living an extraordinary life. And so we got the Who in the background here. Hopefully I won't get copyright strike because I have never really listened to um, classic rock before. So this is XM radio, and I'm sure you can hear it a little bit, but you can also hear me. And so what I want to talk about though is metaphysical. You know, this is We Are Valuable Media, so we talk about metaphysical stuff. And here we have the Yardbirds for Love. So a little lost, but that's okay. And so metaphysical, right? Okay, so metaphysics is the study and the depth of understanding of what is beyond the physical. Okay, so as I drive home today, we have the experience, the depth of experience, and the depth of understanding that it takes to know who we really are. I mean, there's some challenges, man. You know, it's always a challenge. Everybody comes up against something that they don't want to face. You know, we could have a very comfortable, easy, free-flowing life if we wanted to. But I bet the Yardbirds did not become famous by taking the easy road and never challenging themselves. I think that on this planet Earth, that's what we are here for. That is for sure. And so it's a constant challenge for me to really stay on the planet, to stay present and live out the uniqueness of the quality of my existence, the necessity of who I am and who I have chosen to be. It has a lot of power, right? For you to be unique is for you to be vulnerable. And taking that as a personal challenge, deciding that that is going to be the way that a person lives, when we make that declaration and we jump into that area of reality with faith, and we recognize that what is necessary is for us to grasp our own independence and to not allow that challenge to be something that is so difficult or complicated that it drives us away from our true reality. We have got to understand and learn how to be who we have come to the planet to be. Roll on down the highway with Bachman Turner Overdrive. So I don't normally listen to this type of music. It's classic rock, it's vinyl. You know, that's the kind of music we got going here. And I know the names and I know the style. And I was born in 1978, so my soul was calling to the planet at this time when these kinds of artists were popular and when this music was out. And so when I'm listening to it, I feel really connected to it. Although it's, like I said, it's just not been something that has been culturally significant to me, so I wouldn't normally listen to it. But now I'm recognizing, I'm realizing that this is a perfect time for me to be unique in my awareness of who I am and my attempts to understand myself deeper and more fully. This is the time. There's no time like the present. So I find myself here present now, desiring to know myself more, desiring to be efficient and whole and conscientious, and to increase my understanding of what it does mean. Like, why did I choose to come here and be on this planet? Why did I come here and choose to be alive in this moment? You know, and so grounding myself within the security of complexity of being human without being lost. We used to call that engrossed. And at this moment, in this time, I'm recognizing the importance of touching the earth, of feeling alive, of being present within my body, but not getting lost and engrossed in the physical. So the awareness of the intentionality of my existence is coming alive. And what I recognize is that there's a way to build something up. There's a way to create something in the physical. So I've created my body over time with a lot of unconscious awareness for the majority of the time that I've been witnessing myself and growing and changing and birthing my new reality. It's been with the parasympathetic nervous system, taking control, my subconscious mind taking control, directing me. But whenever I begin to concentrate and I begin to settle in to being focused in this moment and trusting that I am here and present in this moment for this purpose. I've come to the planet for this purpose. There is no other choice that I can make right now that is going to be valuable for me other than to live and breathe in this body, to be present right now, and to be aware of my choices and my decisions, and to be wise, to be thoughtful in my creation. And I suggest everyone live like that. And I want to live in a world where there are more and more people who are focused on expanding ourselves into this reality so that that's the only way that we can extend ourselves outside of this reality, is to become present enough in the experience of being here that we don't need it. The pressure and the significance of being alive can be overwhelming when you go there, when you take it there. But I implore you to realize you do not have to take it there. You can be present on earth in this time right now. You can be successful. You can have what you need. You can create what you need. While we got Fleetwood Mac in the background, you can challenge yourself. You can create your own challenges. You can determine your own reality, your own focus, and be the harbinger or the forebearer or the herald of your own enlightened existence. There are a lot of videos that I watch, and I'm starting to phase out of watching so many videos and starting to phase in to being present with my reality. Hello, Mrs. Crawford. Thank you for watching, and thank you for commenting. So what I'm doing is I'm phasing myself out of being someone who continues to give to society in such a way that I lose myself. So when we watch these videos that can come on YouTube, there's all these videos, millions of views, lots of different things that are interesting, that will be on TV, that will stream, all these things that we pay for. Well, we are paying for society. And you have people who get upset with people like Jeff Bezos, Amazon, and these other big companies, Sony and different companies like that. People become upset with these companies, and the billionaires that own these companies get a bad rap. It can be said that the only way you can be a billionaire is by stepping on people and hurting people. And I challenge that, because I can only live in a society of billionaires if there are billions of people who are willing to give those billionaires $1. That is the only way that a billionaire can become a billionaire, is if somebody adds ourselves to the list of people who are giving them our money. And then they know how to hold on to the money. They understand how to keep the money. And so the cycle continues as long as I allow the cycle to continue. So what I'm understanding now is give to myself so that I grow and that I change. Pay myself first. You can read a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. It gives really good stories and explanations about how the value is in paying yourself first. And that means saving money, putting money away for your needs, not spending it, but actually saving it, learning how to hang on to it for a certain period of time so that you can accomplish certain goals. Well, money is energy. And so the energy of security is present within the self. And we just need to honor ourselves and honor our own reality of who we are and why we came to be here, which is what I was talking about earlier, right? Why have I come to this planet? What is my purpose? Well, in the physical expression of my reality and of who I am, if I am connected to that purpose, then the fear of personality and of someone taking from me is diminished and essentially eliminated, because I am the cause of my success. I am the cause of my developments, and my honorable way of living and being and thinking is what brings my reality into my space. So there's, like I said, lots of videos now that are corporate based, right? They're created by not just one person, but several people. And it's just like a TV station now. It's just like a TV program. YouTube has really shifted into being more like a TV program, produced by multi-billionaires and other millionaires, rich people who are focused on creating conglomerates. And we've lost that loving feeling, that unified, simplistic expression of creativity. It's not so strong anymore. But I'm willing to continue to focus my attention in that way so that I create in that way, and that is what I give. So that's what Valuable Media is about. So thank you for listening. Namaste. I want you to know that I want you to breathe life into yourself, and I want you to exist even more than I want you to do that breathing. Amen. Thank you for watching. I hope you live in nirvana every day of your life, and you always remember who you really are. Stay secure.